Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Well, the Broncos offense gets set to go to work, and at the helm in his second season wearing orange and blue, Russell Wilson.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So for this defense, a tall order ahead trying to defend against Russell Wilson. Charles, your keys for how they might go about keeping him in check?
Well, before we even get to the keys, let's start with the problems he presents, because he feels pressure so well. He's got a great sixth sense, maybe even a 7th and 8th. He knows where the pressure's coming from. He knows how to slide away from it, sometimes run away from it, and then he finds good throwing lanes to deliver downfield. So to me, is that pressure inside, big, tall guys to make him try and throw over them and make his height work against him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go play action with Wilson. And he's he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Williams. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here are the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Again, it's Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. The Packers in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 47 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Love, escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Alex Singleton making the play defensively.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have it here just past the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Wilson. Shakes off the sack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some space here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll send Watson in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Jones looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Anders Carlson now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Set to take over, the Broncos offense trots back out. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 1st down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Down to the 10. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have regained the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone, and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. To the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 123 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Love to pass. Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Up the middle, Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love with a give to Dillon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. On the delay, Jones. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. We've now seen 3 consecutive 1-yard gains, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Packers ready to take over offensively.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
An inside give to Jones. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
154 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Set, punt. 52 blue.
In motion right goes Reed. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Come on, set. Yellow. 22.
Touchdown, Packers!
Tyler Goodson
35 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
So how about that for your first carry of the game? Not bad.
How about that, and not bad at all. I think he earned himself a little bit more work, partner, because that's what you want from your number 2 or your number 3 running backs. You want them to come in with the fresh legs, give your team a little jolt, and he did it right there. Best way to lobby for more playing time? Have runs like that.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And coming out now, the Broncos. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Throwing is Wilson.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. A give to Williams, running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On the counter, here's Williams. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got the 1st down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw is Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the fourth quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
Down inside the 40.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Love.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Now Love.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jordan Love ready on first down here.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. Josh Jacobs, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Lamar Jackson, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. In the first half, we saw a strong performance out of the veteran quarterback, Russell Wilson. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Jet sweep. Here's Reed.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but it almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. On second down, it's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 26.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Right back to him on first down.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
A.J. Dillon.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers have retaken a third quarter lead.
They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Wilson. That's to the rookie, Marvin Mims. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson will throw again. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
3rd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run again with Dillon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And we've got a dandy here. 1-point game as we begin the 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Love with a give to Dillon. Fights through, and now a crease. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Back to Dillon on 1st down. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running right, here's Dillon. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Dillon. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find...
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down. There's Wilson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Now Wilson.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Now 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, Goodson. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run once more with Dillon.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
On second down, another run for Dillon.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he will have a Broncos first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Alex Singleton, a former Canadian League star, in on the stop.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Shreds the tackle, and he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Goodson. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Steps away to his left.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Wilson to throw.
This will be caught. Judy.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Throwing now is Wilson. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Dillon up the middle. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Dillon. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
A give for Dillon running right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Play action. It's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Wilson.
Looks to the sideline and has Mims who makes a catch.
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. Wilson. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Wilson on third down. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Packers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. It's bad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta get respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, now